Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you about my weekend. For the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, for the weekend just gone, I'd spent my time on the Docklands Light Railway, the DLR, which is like a weird unmanned drone train that goes through industrial London. Would you look at the beautiful non-view that you see before you. I took it to a big place called the XL Centre, a large exhibition hall, and for that can only mean one thing. Why would a nerd go to a big exhibition hall for no reason? Must be some kind of good event. It's really is. They've redecorated.
I like it.
Since yesterday, in MCM, they've completely redecorated the whole lookout. Let's go inside. And sure enough, inside the MCM hall for this Oktoberfest, we had just about everything. They put all the bright colours in just to lure us in, and sure enough, it does work. We're like moths. Looking up and down the comics village, you see all of the indie creators just hard at work trying to get their wares published and aware to most of the longing crowds out and around between us. Very full place indeed. A great Star Wars exhibit where one of the main stages was there where my father fulfilled a lifelong dream along with many other people around us to hug Chewbacca himself. And by far the second best dragon skull I'd ever seen alongside the Iron Throne. A Comic-Con like this is one of the rare magical places where items of fantasy can come real. Further along Comics Alley, you see so many hard at work creators as well as some of the other indie merchants trying to get some of their merchandise out and about. Then you look down all of the various guest stars, some of these comics guests right here, and you just marvel at some of the fans there walking around with you. The art of navigating a convention, of course, is just being able to wander for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. The thrums of people just there eager to meet any kinds of content creators and actors and writers, anyone that inspired them, anyone that they truly loved. The lines were so long, and for most of the people there, we came to see the great comics guests that MCM was able to bring about this year, and the guests of D&D extraordinaires, Critical Role. They would have been playing on this live stage, but MCM decided to think otherwise. And I'd say that the best part of the whole weekend for me wasn't even just seeing the Critical Role people, was just the quality of the community they've represented. The panel was so full that a lot of the people involved had to turn us away, so instead a friend of mine suggested, hey, why don't we all just play on the side of the convention? And sure enough, we did. I'm sure she meant it as a joke, but sure enough, a bunch of nerds gathered together. One lady had a pre-built adventure. She started us off, and after my character died and she had to run off, I finished it. Those friends do mean a great deal to me that I met just once at the side of a convention, so much so that within 2 hours we created a group chat and decided to go again the next day for another game, run off by someone different, a completely different game of a different tone, of a different style. That is truly the magic of a great game like Dungeons & Dragons, and I think the magic of a great community. It brought us all together in one place under one roof to celebrate all of the various things we love, because that's what a convention's for. And if you ever have the opportunity to go get one, I'd suggest that you do it, because it's not about the stars, and it's not about the events, and it's not about the stuff you can buy. It's about the people that love the things that you love and love them with you. And I'm very eager to go back to my next one.